Hello, guys.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, welcome to the Sustainable Architecture Week. Thank you for joining. We are seeing here lots and lots of people.
Oh my God.
Yeah, let's
And
see
more
here.
people arriving.
Yeah, more
Thank
people
you.
arriving. Thank you for joining, guys.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Since we are talking to people all over the globe. Oh my God. We've been seeing the comments here, and there are so many countries coming up there.
Yeah, we have 6,000 people live. I think it's refreshing. I think we will have more people. Guys, thank you for joining. Tell us where you are from, please. We are very happy to have you guys here in this event. It's lots of work involved. I think we can see in our faces, maybe. Lots and lots of work involved to do an event like this. We are very happy to have you guys here with us. Thank you very much for joining the Sustainable Architecture Week. So we are going to have here a journey with 5 days of a lot of content. We are going to cover 10, 12 hours of content here.
Easily.
2 hours. I think today is going to be 2 hours and a half because we need to make a little introduction. We need to tell you who we are and things like this. So thank you very much for joining. This 5 days is going to be a journey. So don't miss any day. We are going to teach you lots and lots of good things in the Sustainable Architecture Week. Okay. Yeah, France, India, I can see here. Ghana, Africa. Wow, guys, outstanding. Yeah. Nigeria, Kenya, Paraguay. Paraguay is our neighbors. Thank you.
Yeah, they're right next door.
Yeah. I saw Argentina as well, our neighbors here in South America. We are in Brazil, guys, okay? Just to mention, maybe some of you guys don't know. And yeah, India, Lebanon, Argentina. Guys, thank you. Philippines, lots of people from Philippines. Thank you guys for joining. And we are going to start this event, okay? Thank you very much. Once again, I think I told 5 times thank you.
But we're going to keep doing it because if you are here, you have trusted that we have something to share. And we are very happy that you are here and that you are interested in sustainability because our planet needs this and it needs this movement.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, we are going to share you some slides so you can watch during the content. It's not going to be just us doing some gestures. Yeah. So we are going to present here the first day of the Sustainable Architecture Week is going to be the behind the scenes of sustainable projects. Okay. So we are going to show you guys some strategies to find sustainable strategies. It doesn't matter where you are. We are going to show you this. We are going to show you also some projects. So we have this housing project, and we are going to show mid-rise building as well, okay? We are going to show you this, and this is going to be the first day of this week, okay? The behind the scenes of sustainable projects, okay? And who is going to be presenting this event? So my name is Philip Boni. I am an architect, a lead BD&C, and I will be one of your guides on this 5-day journey.
And I am Semi Mira. I'm also an architect, lead BD&C. I have been working with architecture and consultancy in sustainable projects for a while now. We're going to talk a little bit about our journey in a little.
Yeah. And the third person is Tiziana. She's going to join us in the second day. She's over there, actually. You want to? Yeah, cool. Let me show here. Tiziana is going to be here.
Hi, people.
She's going to be here in the second, the third, and other days in this event. So we are very happy to present you guys our team, our main team that do the presentations here at Ugreen. That is our company. We are going to tell about our history as well a little, so you can know us better. Right, guys. So I'd like to know which one of you were in the previous event.
Yes. I bet.
We did the Sustainable Interior Design Week with you guys in November. and it was amazing. It was for us. It was the first event that we did. 10,000 people live.
Oh my God.
It's our world record, I think. Guys.
You guys are part of our world record today.
Yeah, I don't think people care about sustainability, maybe. Just 10,000 people here. Yeah.
We have a lot of people registered, and probably due to the time zones, people will be watching this in different times.
Yeah.
But the ones that are here live, you will have the opportunity to interact, and we'll be answering some questions as we go on with this.
Yeah.
And as you can see, we are very happy, and we also present things in a way that we like to leave this content light. So,
Yeah.
but we're not going to be light on the technicality of the content, just in a way that we present. So if you've been here in the past events, you probably know already.
Yeah. Tell us what you thought about the last event so we can collect this feedback as well to make maybe the next one we are going to make about interior design even better. We don't know when we are going to do this, but it's cool to collect some feedback. Guys, so the previous event, we did some jokes in there. There was the lack thing. This one I won't repeat again, I promise. But maybe I will suggest some new Brazilian music so you can know a little better, okay? Guys, so this is it. Who were in the previous event, you can tell us. And guys, I'd like to know as well, if you know the principle of this event, the Sustainable Architecture Week. Maybe some people haven't noticed this, but our main promise here is to show you here a process so you can achieve this career fulfillment and make a big impact in your practice using sustainability as a principle. So do the right thing and, of course, get outstanding results doing this in your practice so you can do it even more and change not only your future, but all your region future, or maybe the planet if you are working remotely with consultancies. This is possible with sustainability, and we are going to show about this more in the 4th day of this program, okay? So we are going to learn about this. So this is the main thing. Make a big impact and achieve this career fulfillment using sustainability as a principle, okay? And this is going to be a journey, guys. And change the planet with sustainability is a journey. I can't tell you it's easy. I can't tell you can do this in some hours, you're not studying a lot. You need to study a lot this subject, but it's a journey that is worth it because you don't lose things. You don't lose, sustainability is a thing that
it's only positive things that come out of sustainability. If you think about it, you are doing good to the planet. You're going to be, and by doing good to the planet, you also feel good, and you are providing something good to your client too. So it's everyone wins if you have sustainability in mind, and many people already have found out that.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a journey that is going to make sense because it's a continuing process, right? So you're going to learn lots of things during this 10 hours, 12 hours, but it's a continuing process. I can promise you this. We are in this continuing process, okay? Because there's lots of subjects, energy efficiency, materials, and
they're constantly evolving. And we are constantly learning so we can share with our students and with our clients too. It's very important to stay updated. So this is something that we do every day. We're constantly researching about it.
Yeah. We have here our green heroes, people that we like to mention because these are people that are working with us since 2016, and they are getting outstanding results using sustainability as a principle. So we love to share these stories, these people who are achieving great things because, sustainability is a path and they are concluding this path and they are getting outstanding things. So it's important to show you this so you can maybe think about your future and what you can do using sustainability, okay, as a principle. So this is our one of these people. We are just going to present very quickly because we have this OM architects. We love this guy, these two guys, actually a girl and a guy, but these two people, we love them. And they are achieving outstanding things doing sustainability as a principle. They encourage people to start, and they are revolutionizing their region using sustainability as a principle. Maureen was one of our first students, actually, one of the first 10 students Maureen is. And now she's speaking.
She could be called the founder student
Yeah,
with us, right?
yeah.
Because she was there like since the beginning. She's
a very
first believer.
Yeah, very cool person. So she's developing some great projects and doing some speeches at great events. And it's really cool. Guys, we need to make an introduction. It's important to make
so
this
many new
introduction.
people here.
Yeah, so you can understand why sustainability is not the future, is the present. So you need to be in this present and doing the right thing. It doesn't matter where you are, okay? So a little introduction. We have this, Tiziana is gonna love this. We have this movie called Lord of the Rings, and the first phrase that is said in this movie is "the world is changing." And this is a cliche phrase, but the world is changing, guys, of course. And we get this information from National Geographic website, and we have lots of jobs coming up on sustainability. We have this urban growers, people who are growing farms in cities. We have, of course, water quality technicians.
Something that has become so important as our water resources are becoming limited.
Yeah, we have. You can go on.
Yeah,
I'm speaking a lot.
yes,
Sorry.
we have.
Yeah.
Well, the clean car engineers. Just last year, we just found out how many places are already invested so much in changing their environment to have more electric cars. Some countries already have more electric cars than they have regular fossil fuels cars. And this is becoming more and more. You have seen Tesla like they never sold so many cars. Even during the pandemic, they sold, and they were like they were probably 500 cars or 200 cars away from their target. And their target was drawn before the pandemics, and they thought they were not going to sell as much, and they did. So absolutely something that it's coming up, and it's going to be here to stay, electric cars. So you can go on to the next one. Recyclers. Absolutely, we don't have any more space in our planet for the amount of waste that we produce. So we have to recycle, and we have to reimagine materials. So this is something that is most important, and a lot of places are having big problems not recycling.
Yeah, lots of materials we are making, so we need to make something with this.
Exactly. We are drowning in our own waste.
Yeah.
Natural scientists, well, we keep researching. This is something that it's not going away, and it's just that we are finding out that nature has more answers. Like more and more, we find out that we have more answers from nature than anywhere else, and we are finally admitting that we can learn from nature. This is something that it was important, and is going to continue to be important and more important from time as our time is limited.
Yeah, exactly. We are going to have as well solar cell technicians. Of course, we are making this huge improvement on energy efficiency on solar panels, and there are lots of things studying this. We had solar panels with 12% of efficiency some years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. Now we have 17, 19, depending on the case. So this is developing really fast. Right. Then we have biofuel jobs, right?
Yes, biofuel is something that came to replace fossil fuels. It's something that we have developed many technologies. Here in Brazil, we have so many researchers working in biofuels, and many countries have been changing to this. And it is very important that we continue to develop this. But this is something more and more jobs available in this field.
Yeah. Then we have wind energy workers. You can go on.
Well, well, in general, like if we have clean energy, I guess any jobs in clean energy, they are going up, not just biofuels, not just wind and solar, all of them, because we need to go away from fossil fuels. We have seen that we have limited resources in fossil fuels. The prices are way too high, and we are now having the opportunity and the technologies to clean our air and to clean our energy, and we have an advance in all fields of clean energy. So I guess this is a no-brainer. It doesn't matter if it's wind or biofuels.
Yeah.
And here another one, wave energy is also something that we have been seeing a lot of progress.
Yeah. And now we are going to get more related to our jobs, right?
Jobs.
Yeah, green design professionals. Yes, I think maybe there will be someone here that is a green design professional. Maybe someone that you can talk on the chat.
Well, the chat is like going like,
yeah,
we
like
have
crazy.
like 1,200 people live. So
yeah,
1,200, no, 12,000 people live, not 1,200, 12,000 people live. And the thing is, if we take a look, green design actually takes many of these professions that we already spoke about. You know, if you are planning to use clean energy in your project, then you're already mixing up with some other professionals here. But green design professionals, we will say that it's architects, engineers, environmental engineers, construction engineers, anybody that is designing towards sustainability and it's thinking of our built environment in a different way. And it's thinking to integrate this with nature and with more respect to our planet. We are in the second most polluting industry in the world. So we have a responsibility. If we are planning to stay in the construction field, if you are here to learn more about this, understand that you're already in a situation where you are contributing to a problem. Our industry is a problem today. So what we're trying to do here is bring solutions.
Yeah. We have also green builders. So you can see here people building green, doing the
alternative constructions, permaculture, construction with earth, with sand, with recyclable materials. One thing that it's important that we're also going to talk here is that sustainability come in many ways. Sustainability, it's not just something that you are inputting with expensive systems. We have passive and we have low-tech architecture that are also sustainable. So then you need to adapt it to your region or to your client.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, so these are some things that we wanted to show you, but of course there are deeper changes that we are going to talk about right now, because this is what maybe you already know, but the market is changing, and this is very important to say. Okay, and I'd like to make a question for you guys here. What does these three brands have in common? Delta Airlines, Amazon, and Microsoft. I'd like to know what do you think these three brands have in common, because there is very interesting things here. And what this, I will just answer here, but they are moving. Let's see. We have some latency here, but no problem. I will just, they are going to tell, and then I'm going to answer not to, so we can make it faster. They are growing. They are growing towards sustainability. Yes, the green growth is happening over the years, right, Sammy?
Yes, and we have here on your screen, you can see the investment in sustainability has been greater than ever. And we have some insights from investment companies like BlackRock, that we've been seeing that most of their portfolio are now focused in sustainability. So this is happening over the years, but it has been accelerated with the pandemics. And if they were already going towards this, now it became almost an emergency and something that they took the opportunity to accelerate because people were more aware of this and they were feeling this necessity closer to home. And if you have experience being in your house or experience being isolated in your home, you have thought about how is the health of your home, how is the sustainability of your home. And these companies were also noticing a change in the way people consume and the way people are concerned about the planet. We have seen the results of how industries, when they deaccelerated a little bit, the results that we've seen, the planet, the cleaner air and the smog going away. So these things became more obvious to many more people. And the ones that were not so sure they were going to believe in climate change, or they were going to believe in how the world is now and with pollution and the way we are consuming, they are now, they have more information. We were able to gather and show more. So this became more obvious. I guess that's the word for it. So here is something that it's on the screen right now. This guy is called Larry Fink. He is the CEO of BlackRock, the biggest investment company in the world. This guy, he is basically what he says the world follows, because he has so many assets under his company, and he guides investors to in the whole world to what they want. Basically, that's what it is. Last year, before the pandemics, in January, he put out a letter where he was saying that now BlackRock is going to invest in sustainability. Sustainability is going to be the main drive, and that in this year of 2020, they were going to start some researchers within their investors and improve their portfolio toward companies that are considering sustainability as a main guide. What happens is, as soon as he puts out this letter, of course, so many people started responding, and big investors started responding, and they were all in for sustainability, because guess what? People already have found out that it's more expensive to deal with the damage that we have done than to do it right from the beginning. And we have very limited time to turn this key before we no longer can. So this urgency became clear also to these investors and people that are putting their money into companies and banks that are financing companies. So you will notice that not just this last year, you've seen so many companies respond to this. Microsoft has put out a bunch of a load of money to fight against climate change. Delta Airlines has put some big, I guess they wanted to become carbon neutral by 2030. They want to invest in this. Of course, Delta Airlines is not going to be carbon neutral. They fly planes, and planes have jet fuels. This is not going to be literally carbon neutral, but what does that mean? That means that they are investing in programs, in sustainability programs, and more money is going to come towards this. So they will be able to have this, finance these programs so they are carbon neutral. Jeff Bezos has put out so many billions of dollars, all because Larry Fink said, now our money is going towards sustainability. This happened within 20 days that he put out the letter.
Yeah.
So, and now if you actually go to BlackRock, the .com, you will see that they have, it's on their first page, sustainability is our main drive. And this year, they already put out this letter. They already have made their commitment, And I guess more and more the investors have been responding. They have a report that you can download. Actually, it's a PDF report. It's 38 pages. And you will be able to see that they have researched it within their investors. And 88% of them have said that they are going towards sustainability full throttle this year. So expect to see changes in the market. And when changes happen in the market, of course, it will affect us too. People will be more showered with information about sustainability, will be living this more in their present. And if you are within their present, doing and designing for them, you better be aligned with their thoughts.
Yeah. So I'll put here a joke, right? Jeff Bezos may not be the Antichrist, but he surely looks like one of the four horsemen. And so understanding these things and what these big guys are doing, we have one question for you guys, and a five resolution, lots of resolutions here. And the first question I want you to answer is, even if even the villains are becoming sustainable, what the good guys should be doing, right? Because many people consider these guys the bad, the bad corporations and things like this, but they are becoming sustainable. They are doing the right thing. They are trying to make fix things from the past they did in the past. So what the good guys should be doing, guys? So let's answer your questions and listen to your questions here. But I just want to make some resolutions here, because if top companies are becoming sustainable, of course, they need people to help them in this journey. And guys, in the construction field, you are these people. You are in this week, in the Sustainable Architecture Week. I can't think about better people to address this problem. I need to be sincere with you guys. You are in the Sustainable Architecture Week. You want to learn about the subject. So this is the first resolution. They need people, and you are one of these people that can help these top companies to position themselves in a better way in their future, because it's important for their survival, as we saw from finance and BlackRock and what we told before. The second thing is, not only this, these companies will guide the behavior of other companies, other smaller companies or other similar companies, and ultimately it's going to impact your practice. This is really important. Your practice is going to be affected. If you want to work with a company, smaller or bigger in the future, you will need to deal with sustainability. So it's not a thing that you can avoid. You need to address these things. The third resolution is that you can make part of this today and not tomorrow. And guys, you are in the right time, in the right place, and we are going to teach you guys in this all days. Of course, we are making an introduction here,
of course,
but we are going to enter in the subject in some minutes, right? So you are in the right time and in the right place. And most important resolution, not telling just about this information we brought, it was from the beginning of 2020. Now we have the pandemic, and the pandemic increased awareness of sustainability a lot. You guys know this. You guys know it's everywhere. So the process was accelerated, and you need to make part of this. Okay, so once again, you are in the right place. So we need to find ways to make sustainable. And of course, it's the best time in history. When you analyze this data, and we are going to show lots of data during this journey, but it's the best time in history to become green, and no question about it. Okay, the best time in history.
And the thing is, like, you may think that, like, these companies, as an example, they are doing this because they're invested in money. They want, if they are doing the right thing, it doesn't matter what they are looking for. If they are looking for money and money isn't sustainability, it's good for us. As long as they are doing the right thing. And the more people know about sustainability, more the companies cannot fool us with greenwash. That's the important thing. Today, we've seen that many clients, they have this idea about sustainability, and sometimes what they have as an idea, it's greenwash. And we need to be the ones telling them in details and telling them correct informations, breaking through some things that are not correct, or explaining to them how to analyze this and see the actual worth of sustainability. So the more we talk about, the more we can break those companies and things that are doing greenwash.
Yeah. So you can be part of this. The creation of this future is a thing that you need to nurture. You need to grow this practice and start somehow. This is going to be a great start for you. Generate better opportunities for you and make the career impact all in the same time. Do the right thing and grow your career in the same time. Guys, we need to answer as well why we are making the Sustainable Architecture Week. Of course, maybe you guys are thinking, who are these guys, man? Right? Because, people live inside buildings, but they are not correctly addressed everywhere. They are not being correctly addressed. I can tell you this because we have this data from the World Health Organization. 30% of buildings are sick buildings. There's a lot of buildings that are sick buildings. Sick buildings are buildings that makes people sick. So we need to overcome this problem. Other thing that I want to mention is that is not you don't have an excuse for not doing this because you can do sustainable things with no additional cost. It's about the right analysis and choices. We are going to tell more about this in the second or the third day, okay? We can increase the performance of people. We have these cognitive functions, right? We have all these great things in here. 61% of performance is according to a study called CogFX, okay? We are going to show the study maybe another day. We are going to make it quicker here. So we have user of information, strategy, crisis response, all our functions, right? Our brain functions, they perform better in buildings. So if people perform better in buildings,
in green buildings,
in green buildings, you are going to save money in this process, because if you hire people, they are working in a space and they are producing more because they are in the great building and they are not missing work and things like this. This is a great step for your practice. You can save lots of money during this process. And of course, we need to do so much more. We can do much more, because people want this, and it's all about communication. Communication is one of the main problems. We are going to talk more about this in the future, because it's not only do sustainable, it's to communicate in a great way, as we are communicating you here, so you understand these benefits and communicate for your clients, because only this is not the thing.
Not enough.
Yeah, you need to make it better. We have also some market, signs here. Growing market, growing towards sustainability, very huge improvement. Restrictive norms. Okay, so you are developing your project. You are going to see more standards. And here an example of ASHRAE 90. So these norms are getting more restrictive, and you need to address these things.
And also by region, countries have been putting laws and more regulations towards sustainability too. Some of them are just starting, as we can see. I've seen some research that show that in the Americas, we are still starting with this as far as governments putting out laws and more restrictions. But in Europe, if you're in Europe, you know that you have a lot more restrictions now and things to comply with. Yeah.
And there's also client demand, so people understand there's additional costs is going to be lower, right? So operational costs lower, higher occupancy rates, higher rental rates, higher productivity, better value in the sale. We are going to show you here some data as well about these things. So we are going to bring this strategy based on the triple bottom line, because on the triple bottom line perspective, we have these environmental principles, and the less potential, right, for significantly reducing greenhouse gas emissions are buildings. So it's one of the best things that we can do is to address with buildings. We have the potential, of course, to save more than 50% of energy and decrease global warming, right? And of course, green buildings have, with certifications, we have 25 to 50% of savings and 30% to 60% less greenhouse gas emissions. So this is a data that we got analyzing lots and lots of data to get to this resolution. And seeing from the economic perspective, we can save money for tenants, right? Or households, of course. We can have lower construction costs. We have a higher property value, as we told before, increasing occupancy rates, right? And 7%, I think this is one of the biggest thing here, 7% increase of asset value over traditional buildings. So if we were building costing more, we have 7% more value, but it doesn't happen to cost more actually. So you get 7% for free.
Most of the time, if you are doing sustainability right within your design, if you are following a process from the beginning of your design, sustainability will not cost a whole lot more, or sometimes it will cost less. It's just a way of understanding how you can design and where you apply sustainability, and most importantly, when.
Yeah. Social benefits, workers in green, right? We can have 101% of cognitive score. So we brought this data from CogFX study, and we got another from Harvard here from 2015. So we want to bring more data, so you guys just don't do one side of things, but do others, because studies sometimes, of course, they are going to have different results. And employees have an average of 46% of more sleep at night with windows. So if a person doesn't work with window, they can have a problem about their circadian rhythm. We are going to speak about this tomorrow in the biophilic design. We are going to have a biophilic design teaching there. And of course, we can have more good things about internal air quality and increasing of performance as well, 8%, it's said there. So guys, we want you to accelerate this process. This is what we want to do, and we want to put you in the same page. We need to be in the same page, and that's why we created this worldwide event.
And this introduction here is to exactly put you on the same page. Some people, they don't know of this urgency, and they don't know of how the economic field is responding to this. So you need to be aware. And most importantly, we're doing this for people in all stages of their career, or they planning this career. So if you are a student, you probably have started your research within this field. If you are a professional that have been in the field for a long time, you probably know and have been researching this. And if you're not working with sustainability and making results, then you also need to be here to understand what you're doing wrong, or where you can do the shift and some fine adjustments so you can work with this. So there is material for everyone here, but it's important to have an introduction and put everyone on the same page.
Yeah. So guys, how we discovered it, we will tell you a little story about our company, actually, so you can understand why we are here and why we are doing this. We are a based company in Curitiba, right? This is the place that we live. You can see some pictures. There is a very cool museum of Oscar Niemeyer, is an architect who died at 90 years old or something like this.
Working. Yeah. No, he already had more.
We have this citizen here, right? It's an animal called capybara. So this is our one of the major citizens here in our town.
It's a symbol of our city almost now. Well, it is now. It is. Yeah. It's been taken as a.
And guys, me and Sammy, we started as little kids, right? And from poor families, we didn't have much many things. I don't know about you, of course, but we didn't have many things. And our families, they struggle a lot to raise us and to educate us. And they got it. My father got it. My father did lots of great things for us. They got a good life. They helped us about this. And here is me and my brother, my little brother, and Sammy is here with this.
My cousins.
Yeah, this baby dinosaur here t-shirt. Very beautiful, Sammy. Cool t-shirt. And guys, this is my journey. I've developed these projects in my journey. Some projects inside of architectural companies and others in some building companies as well, and others in the solo practice. Okay, so I've got this major projects, and just to show, my guys, my father and my mom, they got me education, and I entered into architecture and studied this and started to do lots of great things, great projects. My dream was to make projects like this. And Sammy?
And this is some of the projects that are collaborated in Florida. I have lived in the US for quite a while, and that's where I got my education in architecture. I had this opportunity, and I worked with a company that did basically institutional buildings, so libraries, hospitals, and schools. So many, these just are a few of them that I collaborated with a team.
Yeah. And guys, during this journey, I think that I have won in my journey. I developed a lot of great projects, and I was very happy. I got an invitation from one of the biggest companies here in Brazil, a building company. And this was one of the projects that I've worked on. Just one. We got lots of building projects. I think about 15 projects here in this place called Balneário Camboriú. So I lived there, and here is my daughter. So this was my my playground, because I lived here in a very beautiful place. But when I started to study sustainability about 2010, 2011 or something like this, I got this, and I started to see things differently. I couldn't see these buildings as the same way as before. So when you see things about sustainability, and you are going to see in this journey, and you can't unsee this, I promise you this, you're going to see things very differently. And as I started to see things differently, I started to think that I won the wrong race. I started to think, man, I got this, I'm making money, I live in a beautiful place, but there is more things to do. So I started to think how I could change things, how I could make people's life better. And so I started to dream about a sustainability company. And Sammy, she was living at the United States. So
yes, I had a stable job also in the US. And I also had this thing when I started to study sustainability, actually to work for that company. And I understood that I wanted to do more. I understood that I wanted to focus on sustainability and not just do it when the client asked for it. So I was also in the same page as Felipe, but in a different country at that time. He was here in Brazil, I was in the US, and thinking the same thing. I'm here, I have what I should be happy with, which is a stable job. But I am not, because I want to do more. I think I'm working, but I want to work and make a bigger impact within sustainability.
Yeah. So I left my job. I asked for the president of the company to leave, and she said, no, I couldn't leave. So I need to wait a month. She said, wait a month, think better, because you have a great job. You live in a great place. Maybe you are a little stupid because Brazil is facing a very intense crisis right now. And think about this, man. Go there 1 month. And then I wrote my how can I say, my démission?
A resignation letter.
Yeah, a resignation letter. And I wrote this, and I put in my after the door of my apartment. So I opened the door and I saw the resignation letter, and I thought every day about this. And 1 month later, I came back and I left my job. So I lose the biggest job in the planet, in the most beautiful place. My family, right, my daughter, we needed to leave this place. So I started this company, Ugreen, this way, this very
glamorous way.
Yeah, my daughter here, my sobrinha,
My niece.
my niece, yeah. And I started this in this couch here, this new company called Ugreen. So with all this glamour, and I needed to live in my mother-in-law house to save money, to have more money to develop this company. And I started to work in my mother's house. So that was a very difficult time, live in mother-in-law and go to mother's house to work, and but I believed in this. I knew I could change things towards sustainability. And I think 1 year later, I got this email from this person called Sammy Mira, and here is the date, right? So she's standing here. She's developing a similar job about sustainable materials, and is one of the biggest passions about sustainability. And one thing that is very cool is this name, Be Verde. Be Verde is be green in English. So she was not as well very,
creative person.
She has the same level of creativity that I have. So we started to talk and we developed this company. So we shift. Of course, it was a tough journey. We almost broke down midway. It was a very hard time. And then we got this company who started to make consultancy for buildings. We're starting to make consultancy for the industry. We are going to show some progress we did in the past. And
this is a big cosmetic company that we also worked for them here. So we're presenting all this so you understand that we have traveled the sustainability path in many different ways to be speaking here with you.
Yeah, lots and lots of things. And companies that we worked with were very big. Some companies are very big here in Brazil, Roca, Take, Laguna, very cool offices as well. And this is our journey right now. So we got a prize of project in Poland, Sammy here with her daughter. We got a prize on education, one of the best, prize of best education companies here in Brazil, and some invitations for events, very cool events, such as GraphSoft. They invited us to this event and in Las Vegas. So this is our journey, our current journey right now. And this is all about sustainability. So we got this. It wasn't easy. But what I understood is that we could get much faster about our things doing sustainable as other people. They did regular jobs, regular architecture. They couldn't get this result that we got because sustainability is a big thing right now. So I didn't knew about this, but now we know this is a great thing. So in our experience, just telling once again, sustainability is a lot about communication, guys. We need to communicate this. And that's why we turned into an education company as well. So we don't do consulting anymore. We do education. And this is our path, right? Our path through this year. So we were inside the traditional construction lane. We understood how to make it better. And now we are making people to the next level. And we want you guys in this event to do this. Of course, it's not a shortcut, but it's to accelerate this process for you so you don't spend what we spend here, the time to understand things and figure out things. So we wanted to bring you here on a journey. So we have this movement toward sustainable buildings. We did live events in the past. Of course, now we don't do anymore.
We can't. We miss those, but we're happy that we are able to do this kind of events now where we have a whole lot of people from all over the world.
Yeah. So we grew exponentially in a market crisis where companies here in our country had to shut down because they didn't have any differentiation. And you can do this, guys, as well. You can aim for a sustainable future. And of course, we need to address some problems. So we talked about little about this, about greenwashing, right? This thing that people do without noticing this or noticing this. So we need to figure out how to avoid this problem. And one of the main things is people don't have a roadmap. And this roadmap you are going to get tomorrow.
We're going through this roadmap tomorrow.
Yeah. So we are going to show all these sustainable strategies. And we did this in 2017. And we've developed this journey here for you guys to go through this game with us. So lots of opportunities can be missed without a roadmap. So we want to bring you this roadmap. People don't understand synergies. So when you are saving energy or you are saving water, sometimes you are saving water and you are saving energy at the same time. But sometimes you want to increase natural ventilation and you can impact your energy efficiency. So these things you need to understand, because when you understand the synergies between these strategies, you are going to get to be a much better person. So understand the synergies between sustainable strategies. And we are going to speak about this during these days. And of course, people don't know how to communicate sustainability. They tell one thing, people don't understand. So merge these three elements can make the difference in your career. And we are going to bring you this, okay? So with this together, we can contribute dramatically towards sustainability. And this is the main objective of the Sustainable Architecture Week, to give you this roadmap to understand the synergies and how to communicate sustainability, okay? So guys, now we are going to start. Be ready. Lots of great things here, okay? And what we are going to get is a course, okay? So we are here. We have ebooks, webinars, mini courses, the green script, that is the next natural step for this, and projects and consultancy. So you are here. So if you lose one day, you are losing this amount of money here, okay, in dollars, okay? So this is the first day behind the scenes of sustainable projects. The second day is going to be the roadmap. The third day, we are going to expand this roadmap. The fourth day is going to be business, sustainable businesses. So you're going to learn lots of good things about businesses. And we are going to get a summary on Friday, okay? So you can expect in the first day, this is the best time to work with sustainability. The second day, you are going to understand that it's possible with the right process. There is no expense on how to deal, or if you know how to deal from the start, you can cut lots of costs. And the fourth day, clarity about the existing opportunities and how you can get these opportunities. The fourth day is the most important day. So guys, turn notifications on for the next day. It's very important. And we are going to show this again. You can share your discoveries on Instagram. In the end of this, you can tell us in Instagram what you thought about the week, okay? Certificate. A lot of people are asking about certificates. So
yes, maybe the most asked question so far on,
yeah,
on the
lots
chat.
and lots of questions, right? So certificate's going to be disclosed how you can get this in class 4, and it's going to be a cost of $7, very symbolic price for you to get this. And let's go, guys. So behind the scenes of sustainable projects. And we are going to show here a project. It's going to be this project here. Okay, it's going to be this project. This is a housing project, right? We have a building project as well to show. But this is a house that we developed with sustainability in mind. So here in Brazil, we have this building site here, this site, a lot of sites with this dimensions, right? And we did this project to overcome a problem here in our country that, you know, people, they build a little building in a very large site. So we wanted to make this infill process, that is to put 3 houses in the size of 1 to overcome this density problem and also this housing problem that we have here. We have this deficit, we can say.
Yes, I guess.
Yeah, this lack of housing, you know, and so We wanted to bring more houses for people because this is a very great problem here in Brazil. It's a great problem here. And we wanted this house to be a net zero house. So you are going to understand this process behind this net zero house. And we are going to, of course, you're going to get this summary. We put this in English very quickly because it was in Portuguese, of course. We presented this project here in Brazil. And to understand things better, you need to understand the climate, right? To make a project in a very good way, you need to understand the climate strategies, okay? So we have this temperature. You can see here, you know our history, know our story, and now you know our temperatures, how it goes, you know? We have here this temperature and this comfort zone. So we need to make a building who can overcome this problem here, okay?
Curitiba, for most of you probably don't know Curitiba, but most of our hours are in the uncomfortable zone. We have a lot of changes. Like in the morning, we have, let's say, 12 degrees Celsius, and in the mid-afternoon, we are in 30. So our gap is really big. And so we enter the uncomfortable zone very quickly here. We have a very different climate. We are 900 meters above sea level.
Yeah.
So we have this climate very challenging to work with thermal comfort.
Yeah. So we have this wind from the east. We are going to use this, of course, and the solar diagram as well, right? And then we have of course, we are going to mitigate the sun in the summer. Here in Curitiba, it's very hot right now, but usually it's not. It's in January, here is summer, right? So in December, we used some shading devices. And of course, this shading device here, this distance, it was made on computer. So it wasn't a thing that I will put this and see how it goes. We measure on computer 80 centimeters, 1 meter, or 60 centimeters. We analyze this and see the impact on performance. So it's a very important thing. And this is east, so we got this principle in our project. And we have here other important data, such as precipitation. So we can use this to measure how much water you can have in your building, and to overcome flood, and also to save water, to use this water for some appliances of our projects, right? Then we have this humidity and radiation. We are going to use this as well, right? To measure energy, to use on simulations on energy efficiency, and of course for solar panels that we have 6 or 5 solar panels above the building, okay?
So these are important informations that you have to gather at the beginning of your project. If you don't start with this, if you start with the form, if you start with the beauty of your project, then you already you didn't give your first step towards sustainability. Your first step is to analyze your microclimate, your local climate, so you can understand how to use passive solutions. And we're going to show you here a tool that you can use to analyze the climate in your region and start making this analysis from day one. Those are important analysis because they will define how big your roof needs to be, how large your walls, what kind of materials your walls, how many windows you can have, or where are your windows going to be placed? Where do you need more green to help with the thermal comfort? Where you can have the best location to avoid sunlight that it's going to also increase your energy bill with tons of heat, or where you need the sunlight so you can have better, if you are in a cold zone, then you want the sunlight. So the building orientation, all these things that you can direct in the first ideas of your building and can reduce the amount of money you will spend with systems, with things that actually cost a whole lot of money and that sometimes come later. So if right now we're going to enter this tool, but please don't access right now the tool because
they already accessed. dropped the site.
We dropped the site. If everyone accesses all at once, then the site doesn't. We're doing this live, so please hold on and access this site later. If we do everybody at once, we are 12,000 people here. It's not going to help.
Yeah. So we have this website called Climate Consultant. You can download this. You have for Mac and Windows, and you can analyze your climate in the whole planet. So very cool thing, okay? And you are going to open the software, okay? I will just open a new file here. I will just click on this and click on here, file. Oh, okay, start new project. I will click no. And now you will understand my climate, okay? Open existing EPW weather file, okay? So we are going to get this file of my climate, okay? So this EPW, Curitiba, is my town, right? We have some others here. Manaus is a place in Brazil, Salvador, Abu Dhabi, right? São Paulo, and we have Lisbon, we have Egypt here. I know there's people from Egypt here as well. Yeah. Phoenix and Arizona, so we have some places here. I will just open this, and of course, you can get this climate data. I will just put a very cool website that TC brought me some days ago, and this is the website that you can go, okay? Ladybug Tools. So you type this, Ladybug Tools.
I'm going to comment here.
Usually you are in the right place when you see this thing, this Ladybug here, right, in the images, and you click on this and Ladybug Tools, and you can find the data from it's EPW map, okay? I will just show you here. Ladybug Tools, EPW map, and you are going to find this EPW map, okay? The file that you are going to use is EPW. Let me hide this current comment here. And we have climate data from the whole planet, right? You can get this. Let's say you're going to get one of this. You can just go here.
All this is free, okay, guys. You can access this Ladybug tool site for free, and you can access a climate consultant for free as well. If you are wondering, everything is free.
Yeah. So you can download this from one building website. You can just go to the map and find this, okay? Since you already download this, you need to open your climate consultant, and you are going to open this right as start new here. Well, sorry, it's not appearing here because it's appearing in other screen that I have. So you can start a new project. You can click here and open existing EPW file, and you are going to find your computer, right? I have this folder here. You can see here the places, right? São Paulo, Salvador, Abu Dhabi. I'm going to get my town so you can know what's better. And you are going to get lots of information, right? This is very cool to analyze, but I think it's too much information for you right now. So we are going to summarize this in just one screen. You're going to have lots of good things here. I'm just select this. ASHRAE
55
is one of the most complete things that you can analyze. I will just pass this, okay? You can change a little things here. And now you can see the temperatures, right? We can see here in green, our comfort zone, and the temperature, how it goes. So we have this medium temperature going up and down, and this mean temperature as well, and this higher and lower as well. So you can analyze this, but this is not the main thing that I want to show. We have this radiation things as well. Maybe other things we can go here and talk more. But I like this thing here that you can use for your Bristol calculations. If you are not doing a building simulation, is a great tool. And I love this. We have this 3D data, very cool as well. You can analyze lots of things during the year, but this is the thing in my opinion, okay? And I want you to pay attention to this, very close attention to this, because This is what can make a very great difference in your project. So in the first day, you're going to get this. And what is this, guys? Just to mention for you. So we have this green dots here. You can find these green dots here. This is the temperatures in the whole year of my city. So you can see here 10 degrees. We have Celsius. No, I'm just going to change here for degrees Celsius, okay? Change units. Celsius. Sorry, I thought it was Celsius. Let me just find here the units. I'm just clicking one screen and showing in another. It's very annoying. Change units, yes, metric. Okay, so let's go there again. Now we have metric units, and we have 10 degrees negative, of course, and 40 degrees. And now we can have this temperature, understand this. Of course, our city here is between, I don't know, 5 to 22 in the most, most
of the hours.
Yeah, most of the hours, and humidity ratio as well. So we have a high humidity, you can see here, in most hours, and this temperature between these steps. We want our temperature to be in this blue thing, this blue level here. We have some hours in this blue level, but most hours are not. They are outside. So guys, this is very simple. We need to take these hours and put inside the blue area. And we can do this using some bioclimatic strategies, okay? Some people are complaining about this screen. You should refresh your page. If you refresh, you are going to get a better vision. Or maybe go closer to your Wi-Fi connection, okay, guys? So this is it. We have these green dots, and we need to put this in this blue zone here. And we have here lots of strategies, right? So we have 9.4% of sun shading of windows. So strategy number 2, we can see here number 2 and number 2 here, right? So these hours here, we can make it better using a sun shading device, right? So you're going to use a brise soleil or something like this, or a shading above your wall, and you are going to get great results for 9.4% of the hours. Okay, it's cool, it's a good strategy, but in some places it's going to be much better to do this. So that's why it's important to understand the climate of your region, because you can develop very great projects. And depending on where you are working, maybe you are working in the whole planet, or you are working in your whole country, and these regions of your country can change a lot. Here in Brazil is a very big country. You guys know this. If you saw a global map, you see Brazil is very big. And in south of Brazil, we have a very different climate than the north. So it's a whole different strategy. So understand this is the way to make big projects, is one of the big ways to make great projects.
One thing that I want to mention is that I actually went a couple of weeks ago, I went towards the beach side. Curitiba does not have a beach. I went to the beach side, and what I've noticed is that many houses that are happening there, they are mimicking what happens here in Curitiba.
Yeah.
What happens here is that sometimes you don't need a big overhang because you don't have a whole lot of sun. That you've seen our temperatures here; they are moderate, so we don't have a whole lot of reason to have big roofs and extended roofs. But by the beach, yes, we do. It's very hot and humid, and people need to try to understand that you cannot just bring this architecture because it's beautiful. The architecture needs to be beautiful and functional. We learned that in architecture school, but some people forget this part. They get too lost in the beauty and making it this something that you want to impress your client with, but you're not impressing your client with the right thing. And this is part of what we're going to show here. What Felipe said at the beginning about communication. Start communicating these important decisions to your client, because he also sometimes may be so focused on a certain type of architecture that he wants to make it happen for himself or for herself. And they are not understanding the impacts that this will bring to them later on. And this is our job. This was part of how we started with education. We started educating our clients that what they wanted was not necessarily the right thing to do or what was going to bring them the best results doing maintenance and operations. Yeah. That they were going to have something beautiful, but something beautiful and expensive on the long run. And buildings they have a really long life. So we need to understand that having this long life, it's our responsibility. That building that stands there and it's costing more to your client is your failure. It's not just his failure because you attended what he wanted. You probably did not educate him in a way where he absorbed the correct informations. And by showing this, you can show him that you will have right decisions. Why you're making these decisions, they are right because you are based on scientific things. You are basing on something that has been researched and it's going to bring results. These tools that we have here, they update themselves. They are currently always looking for different data and collecting data from all over the world. This means that they have big intel behind to help you with these decisions. If you know how to do this by hand, more power to you. But if you have a tool to help you, this is also making your work efficient.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, the green dots, just to mention again, is that each green dot is 1 hour of our year, okay? The whole year is here, and each green dot is 1 hour. We are here maybe in this, right, Sammy? Very hot here.
Yes.
So
we're in the summer now.
Yeah. So what you do here, right? So you understood this green dot is, so these hours of the year, you can use a sun shading device and make it better, okay? You can have 51% of hours of using internal heat gain. So you can welcome sun in most hours of the year, and you are going to put these hours into this blue area, near this blue area, right? So this is a cool thing to do. Actually, to make it even easier, I will click on this and this left side here, show best set of design strategies. Here in this left side here in the screen, right? This left side, show best set. So we are going just to see the strategies now that make a big impact in my project. Because
see they're highlighted in yellow?
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense, guys. Let me show you again this. It doesn't make sense to use strategies that is not going to increase a lot of, you can use sustainable strategies wrongly because you don't you are not reading the climate. So we are going just to get the best, right? Sun shading is one of the best. 11% is in the comfort zone. We have 51% of internal heat gain, passive solar heat gain with mass, right? With high mass in your walls. High mass is about this, is to get energy from the sun during the day, conserve this energy in your wall. And of course, at night when we have a colder climate, you are going to get this heat, so you won't have to use a heater inside your buildings in these hours. Okay, dehumidification you have here. Dehumidification, right?
Dehumidification.
Yes. Sometimes I see, she makes some faces. Man, you're speaking wrong.
No.
Okay, no problem. So 50% of hours we have this. So we have this high humidity. So we just need to decrease the humidity so they go to the comfort zone. And guys, right now I'm going to show you a very cool thing right now. So I will just click on show best set of design strategies, and I will click on next, and then I can understand these strategies in, let's see. Yeah, it's not, for some reason, it's not. Okay, go. Heat gain, what is this? I have some problem here with this. Let's see.
See, everything is live.
Oh, okay.
We have problems live too.
Yeah. So I've clicked on this I click on this hit gain here, and here's the strategy. Yeah, you can do this. You can get direct solar gain through glazing. You can get heat gain from lamps. You can get heat gain from your surfaces, your appliances, right? And even from people. So this is one strategy that is welcome in my city, right? People here in Curitiba is going to get to benefit from this. And other strategy, we have this drawn, so you can find this, you can understand it better. Let's see here, glazing, right? We can use a better glazing, a better glass. Maybe I can find some glazing here and show people. Yeah, we have
Here.
Yeah. We can use this glazing here, right? We have some glazing strategies here, right? And this glazing is very cool because we have this glazing with no color. We have this two glazing with intermediate color. So this is a thing that you can do as well, is to use best type of glazing. I will speak about glazing in some minutes, okay? I will just finish this thing here, and I will speak about glazing later. But we have this strategy, so we have this in order, the best strategies in order, so you can use in your projects, okay? Guys, I think you are not going to make projects in Curitiba. It's likely you are not going to do projects here, because 11,000 people making projects in one town is not going to happen. Maybe 50 people, but one, we don't have this big city to do this. So I will open other place so we can see it better. Okay, so I will click on Start New Project. Let me show here. Start New Project, and I won't save this, of course, and I will just open another place. I will click here on Abu Dhabi, right? We have Abu Dhabi here. Let's see how Abu Dhabi is. I haven't made a project in Abu Dhabi, okay, guys, yet, but maybe if you are in Abu Dhabi, you want us to work with you, maybe we can have this dream come true, right? So I will just click on next. Oh, we can see here, right? Temperature. Lots and lots of difference.
Wow, yes. Yeah. We were all the way down in Curitiba, and now we are all the way up.
Yeah. So this is the very differently from Curitiba. And of course, we are going to use lots of different strategies, right? Next. Yeah, we have this. And here we can see the hours of the year, right? These green dots, very different from our town, right? Here in Curitiba, it was like this with very high humidity. Now we don't have this high humidity, but we have, a much hotter place. So the strategy is going to be different. Can you understand this, guys? Because this is crucial to understand. And here we can see the comfort zone. Actually, we have more comfort zone areas. 13%. In Curitiba, it was 11%.
11%.
Yeah. So we have more comfort areas, but we have very high, right? Very high temperatures here. And sun shading of windows is going to make a huge difference on 28%, not 9%. Very drastic difference, right, guys? Can you see this? These green dots there. And we can show the best set of design strategies. Of course, you won't use fan-forced ventilation cooling. It doesn't make sense. 1.7%. You are just going to waste money. And sometimes this is one thing that people do, guys. They use strategies that doesn't make any effect in your project. So you need to understand what makes a good effect, right? Mm-hmm. So we have this.
This is cool because you can base your design strategies here. You can pick up on these best strategies, decide where to invest the money from your client and where you will be more effective. This is one way of winning the heart of your client, because making the right decisions, and after he understands that it was based on something that had a data behind this. It was not just because, the voices of your head decided that you wanted to invest on that. It's something that it's based on a tool that has a data center, and you will be able to show where your best strategies and invest best strategies. But one thing it's very important to understand is that you underestimate if you think your client's not going to understand this. Because as soon as you start to speaking about money, your client will understand the importance of making decisions early in the design and the correct decisions early in the design.
We broke the website.
We broke the website again. People, everybody.
We broke the website. Oh, we all together broke the website, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, guys, but it will be up soon, I think. Sorry, guys, from Climate Consultant. Guys, you are crazy, man. We all together broke a website. This is not cool, but I'm sorry.
We really wanted to keep going with these strategies.
We can't know. Yeah.
But the thing about Climate Consultant is that you saw there, it's going to select your best strategy. It's going to show you some examples of how you can resolve this in your design and where would be more effective. This is a good start guide for you to understand your first designs and you understand your first ideas about your project, where you start with your engineers, where if your engineers understand how much you are saving at the beginning, how will affect their job later on, their calculations, and all these things happening all in one integrative process. So it's very important to make these decisions collective, at least with the technical team. And later on, you will present, of course, you're not going to present the whole website to your client, or you're not going to make him go through this pain that we're making you go through right now. But we want to understand your possibilities and how you can then summarize this in one presentation and make your point stronger. Make your design stronger and make your point to your client stronger.
Yeah, I just want to send you an alternative website for climate data collection, right? We have this Energy Plus. You type this Energy Plus weather data.
Not now.
Yeah.
Type later.
Yeah, and you can find all regions. So you can click here, Asia, maybe India, and you can find places here as well. Okay, it's an alternative link for you to download this if you can find in Ladybug Tools, but usually you can find everything there. Guys.
Another thing is that sometimes you may not find your city, your exact city, but you can find something nearby which will have a similar data. Yeah,
the telephone vibrated here, some cell phone. I don't know if it's mine or Sammy. Maybe it's Climate Consultant people. Yes. I'm sorry,
they're calling
guys.
us. We're downloading.
Yeah, police is going to get us. Okay. It's cool?
Yes.
Okay, so guys, like our video if you are enjoying this, please. Thank you. So guys, we have this green dots here, and we can click on next, and we can find these strategies in here. So window overhangs, we can find here the strategies, right? For window overhangs, we can just see this strategy in detail, so you can find this and you can justify for your client. And you can click on this as well, 2030 palette. So you can find inspirations for your work, or maybe show some, some reference for your clients. So I'm clicking here, and we got this website here.
And these are all projects that they have prizes, or they have big achievements in sustainability. So you will have inspirations that make a whole lot of difference and can open up your mind to the many different ways to design.
Yeah, so we have this, and of course you can see here some shading devices. There are some cool tips here, and you can find this strategy, some ideas. I don't like this. I think it's not beautiful, but of course, guys.
We're not judging here.
Yeah.
We're showing.
Yeah, I'm not a judge. Yeah. I put some products of ours. Maybe people will won't
People,
enjoy it also.
yeah, they will
Yeah.
probably be judging you too. So
Yeah, it's going to happen. It always happens.
it is going to happen.
And guys, just to understand, a good project is not a project that you go outside and see a beautiful facade. Of course, a project is a thing that people live inside. So we are showing you here these strategies. And here you can see some shading strategies things here. Also other strategies. Guys, so this exact reference you can have here. Yeah, very, very beautiful project here using some biophilia principles. We are going to show tomorrow for you guys. And I will just close this and we are going to see other strategy here. Okay, so we have this, right? This overhang here. We can have this tip for your Abu Dhabi, people from Abu Dhabi. You can just say hi for us. And here we have the tips from the 2030 palette for this form for cooling. So I just click on this and then we have this very beautiful projects here. And
this is cool. I love this school. I actually have studied this school a little bit more, but I really love the way they did it, the interiors too, and how they dealt with the thermal comfort there was just amazing.
yeah, guys, we are just showing you one little thing about your sustainable journey that we are going to pass.
This is just the inspiration part, right?
Yeah.
How you get inspired for your project with the right data.
Yeah. If you do this, you are going to get outstanding results, but you are going to see other days what we prepared for you guys, okay? So this is it. Some very cool, I love this project. I love this.
Yes, look, it's so beautiful.
We have
biophilia, natural light, natural ventilation, and you can see there's not a whole lot of systems, and it's a building that has lots of thermal comfort within a place that it's hot.
Yeah, we are going to put some links in the summary. Okay, we are going to put a recap website, so you are going to get this. Okay, yeah, this is more like Abu Dhabi, right? Very cool. It's in Granada, Spain, but it's more like, yeah, very beautiful projects here. So guys, I think you understood this thing, right? I will just show one more city, just so you can see how Brazil is. We have very different climates in just one place. Change weather data here, start new project. I will just click on this, open EPW data file. I will just open Salvador. It's a place here in Brazil, in the northeast, and very, very beautiful place. And you are going to see how the climate behaves in this place. And here, yes. So imagine living in a place like this, guys, with very high humidity. We have some variation, of course, but between 20 or 30 degrees in the whole year. When it's winter, we have some hours here with 15 degrees or something like this. Yeah, so of course, sun shading is going to make a big effect in here. 32 hours of our year. Dehumidification, of course, we are going to get this humidity and put here, right? We are going to decrease this humidity. And cooling and dehumidification, of course, we need to use some air conditioner in this place to make it comfortable. Of course, we can decrease the use of air conditioner, but it's harder to do this. Show best set of strategies. We can find this. Not many strategies that you can use. And here you can see the strategies on Salvador. So we are increasing natural ventilation. You can see this areas here of this building. We are increasing ventilation as much as we can.
And you see the overhang there, the roof. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I was by the beach side and people were building without this. So guess what? They're going to spend a lot of money in air conditioning to make this house comfortable. And sometimes they think, oh, but an air conditioning machine is not that expensive. But you will get a whole lot in your energy bill.
Yeah, I'm just putting here the software so you can download this. And you can see ventilation even
Under
under the ground, right? The floor.
Yes, I lived in Key West for a couple of years, and all the houses are like that. They have big overhangs and they're raised above the ground. So you
Yeah.
have circulation, the air circulation all over the place.
We should bring Key West maybe.
Key
in the future.
West.
Yeah, I will just open another. I saw a person from Portugal, so I will.
Oh, they want some places that are cold. Yeah, a few
Yeah.
people wanted to see the difference to
I
show.
got Lisbon here, so you can see Lisbon. We can, yeah. So we have this temperature here. Sun shading is like Curitiba, right? We have the similarity. Hey guys from Lisbon, we are in this together. A little, not that much, but we are more in this together. Passive solar heat gain, internal heat gain as well as Curitiba. So very cool strategies, and this is the way to go, guys. Okay, so this is how you can use this. It's okay for everyone. I think you got this, and I will just close this right now. Okay, click on, because I don't want to have many softwares open. We can have problems doing this.
Yes.
Just a little bit. I will just remove this thing here. My commentary, yeah, I will just remove the commentary. I will just close this if the software. Yeah, I got this. So guys, all this to explain these strategies. So that's what
how did we started with these strategies?
Yeah. So we have this openings in the west. We minimize the openings in the west so we can get much heat gain from the west. Lots of wind from the east. The shading we prepared on building simulation. Actually, we see climate consultant, but we do some things directly on building simulations. And we are going to speak more about this tomorrow, okay? In our next class, we are going to open Energy Plus, and we are going to analyze these things directly in the software, how we can increase building performance, okay? Then we have this principle to get net zero energy, right? We need to analyze lots and lots of great things, because to achieve net zero, you don't want to put 50 photovoltaic panels in your project. This is not the way to make it net zero, right? You need to really improve your building performance, and then later you can use solar panels. And we did this in the end of the process. So we can see here this consumption. We had this at the beginning, 106 kilowatts hour. So each square meter of our project, we got this 106 kilowatts hour for year. Here is year, okay? Ano is year in Portuguese. We made this very quick translation for you guys. So kilowatts hour for square meter year, 106. And then we reduced this with some sustainable strategies for 36. And of course, you need to analyze the payback. You need to analyze, you are using a sustainable strategy, and you need to analyze in how many years you are going to get this money back when you are using these strategies, okay? So very, very cool thing to do as well. And then we have this, we call this baseline, because that's where, when we start a project, we develop some plans, we develop the idea of your project, and then we do some changes based on energy efficiency. Of course, you are doing the project and you are analyzing things at the same time. That's what I believe is the future of architecture. You are developing your plan, you are developing your elevations, you are developing your building idea, and you are making it even better with energy analysis during this process, not after this process, because after is going to cost lots and lots of money. And when you do this before, you are going to make a huge improvement with not many costs and no more expensive. So we have this baseline, we have this 106 consumption. Then we changed the orientation, and we got a slight improvement here. Very cool, not that great improvement, but it was great. Then we have shadings and roof, and then we used this shading. So you can see here the project, right? You can see all those shadings we have in this project, all this stretch. I think we can see here better. Let me show here the next page, I think. No, this page here. Just 1 minute, guys. We are going there. Lots and lots of software open here. And here we can see, right, this house project, and we have this shading devices here. So we did this to improve energy performance. And we have this photovoltaics to make it net zero in the end of the process. So shading devices, we did this on building simulation. Then we got that very cool improvement on the energy consumption. We are going there, just 1 minute. Don't be dizzy here. I'm sorry. Shadings and roofs. So we did this very cool performance analysis here on shading devices. Then, guys, we changed the windows. So the glass of our windows. So just to show you here this main idea, we changed the SGHC, right? The solar heat gain coefficient. What is this? Think about this window here, this glass here, right? We have this. We have the solar heat gain efficiency of about 0.8, okay, 80%. What does this means? Is that you are going to get energy from the sun. Let's say 100% from the sun. It's going to go here in your window, and 80% is going to be heat in your building. So it's a lot, right? 100%. So if you are doing in a glass house here in Brazil, you are going to get, with this type of glass, you are going to kill people, okay?
You're going to cook people.
Yeah, cook people, yeah. So if you are, maybe you are a cooker or something like this, cooker.
A cooker.
Yeah, if you are a cooker,
or chef.
Yeah, this is a way to go. But if you are an architect just like us, it's not the way. So you have this 100%, 80% is going to be inside your building. But if you are using this, we have the solar heat gain coefficient of 0.4. Okay, 0.4. So guys, 100% of energy of the sun, you are going to get 40% inside your building. So we are going to make a huge increase of performance here using this type of glass. And this type of glass as well. We have 0.3 in this. So 100%, 30% inside your building. So if you don't want heat in your building, this is a way to go. But this is costly. This costs lots and lots of money.
And also you have color there, so you don't see a whole lot also outside. Yeah. You don't see natural colors outside.
Yeah, so it's all our relationship, right? We have this SGHC, or what I'm telling here is that 100%, we are going to decrease this using this type of glass, but this is expensive. So what is the best option usually is to use a glass more like this, and use shading devices. So you can see clearly outside, much more clearly, and you will have this more natural effect in your building, and you are going to get not waste a lot of money, right? So we have this, and of course we have 0.3 here in this thing here, and of course, when we have this problem of C outside, right? And this is other value. We call this VLT, or visible light transmittance. What is this? You understood SGHC. It's about the energy of the sun, right? We have 100% of energy of heat of the sun, and we have here 0.3%. But we have light as well. So let's say we have 100% of light coming in your window right now, and then you are going to have this result. In here, we have 89%. So 100%, 89. So you see very clearly outside. Using this type of window, we have 45%. So 100% of light comes in, and 45% it will become light. And you are not going to see very clearly with 45%. And this type of glass here, we have 46%. Below 40, it's crucial. It's not a good thing. You need to be above at least 40%. But the most you get this better, because you're going to have this more natural feeling on your building. So
and this impacts people, impacts their sense of contact with the outdoors and everything. We're going to talk about this in other days, but basically it is important for us to have a sense of reality of things that are coming from the outside.
Yeah. So guys, if you use this, you are going to waste a lot of money. And this is the thing most people are doing in their sustainable the projects they call sustainable. They are reducing energy, but they are usually not increasing vision performance of people, and they are not they are just wasting money. And they should be doing this bioclimatic strategies that we told previously, and they are not doing. They are doing sometimes glass buildings using this, and of course you are going to waste a lot of money. Of course, sometimes you will need to use a glass like this, but you need to try to avoid these things. You need to use the climate to
your advantage, of course.
So this is the way to go. So we got this SGHC, right? So we tried to reduce this, and we saw a very little increase of building performance. Only 2 kilowatts hour per square meter a year, because the shading devices, they did the whole job. They did most job, and reductions on the windows, reduction on your walls and things like this. So we got a very huge increase of performance. And we tried to change as well the U value of our walls. So we got lots of walls in our buildings. Let me show here. I'm not showing. So SGHC for the windows, we haven't got a huge increase, as I said, only 2, and we just skip this. We just go here and use these strategies, use the U value of our wall. So what we did is to decrease the U value. What is this? Let me say, guys, let me show here. Let me see if I can make a very quick drawing for you guys. Let me see here if I can do this. Just a minute. It will be very hard to draw because I'm drawing my TV here. And yeah, something like this. So let's say we have this house here, and we have this, well, I'm like Ozzy Osbourne making a drawing. Yeah, we have this wall here. Let's say we have this building facade there, right? And you have this person here. They want to be comfortable. I'm not seeing because there is a camera. The person is floating, right? But that's okay.
It's a little bit.
Yeah, it's floating, and that's okay. And then we have, let's say we have 40 degrees. We are in Abu Dhabi, and we want this to be 20 degrees, okay? 20 degrees inside. So the heat from the outside is going to transfer for the building. This heat is going to enter the building, right? And of course, it's going to enter here as well. But I'm just telling you about the wall. And we have this difference of 20 degrees. So if you have the U value, let's say the U value is equal to, right? Make it very simple for you. The U value is 2. We are going to have at each square meter, of course, it's a very quick calculation I'm doing here, but at every square meter, we are going to need 20, right? So 2 multiplied by 20 by the square meters of your building. Let's say here we won't do this multiplication. So at each square meter, we are going to waste 40 kilowatts hour. 40. That's a huge value. But when we have a U value of 1, when we have this 20, we are going to use only 20 kilowatts hour. We are going to use, when we have this 1 and 2 and this huge difference of temperature, we are going to use 50% less of energy on your project, because the wind, the walls are making the job to avoid more this sun can entering the building. Okay, so this is very important. Just to mention here some Brazilian materials. Just a minute, guys. I will just.
We have to access the websites secretly now, so not everyone accesses at the same time, and we don't, and we have the opportunity to present to you guys live.
I was doing this. I was making a research in English here for a thing that I wanted in Portuguese, so I wasn't finding. Sorry, guys. So we have this U value here. We can see here this 2.78. So this is very high in most places. So this is not a cool wall to have. So we need to decrease this. And then we have lots and lots of types of walls. You need to find your place, okay? We can find your place for you, but you need to find this. 2.46, right? Some brick walls, very common here in Brazil. Then we have 1.85. It's usually better, 40 centimeters of this wall, 60.7 total. Then we have more walls here, right? And we have this 40. So we have this U value of 0.31. So this is much better than 2. But of course, you need to see if your climate needs this. You won't just use a wall like this, waste a lot of money if you don't need this in your region. So
for those who don't know what U value is the thermal transmittance.
Yeah, U value.
The capacity of the for the materials.
Yeah,
and you can find this in many different websites. If you search for materials, the U value of materials, there are many websites have information. We're looking at something that it's in Portuguese because it's the one we use most. Yeah. But you can find this in English or in many different websites from many different countries too.
Yeah, and the thermal capacity is this thing that we can get this energy from the sun during the day and use during the night. So the higher is the better. So one quick resume here is the lower here the better, and the higher here the better. In Brazil, we can't accept things lower than 113 or something like this. So this is a very cool wall here, 0.32 in some places and 228 in thermal capacity. Here until 1.80 is very cool, but it's great to use. And this is it, guys. So just to show this, we are going to cover this again. I know we are showing tons of information. We know this. This is a very, a lot of information we are doing here, we are making here. But we are going to cover it again during the next days, a little more. So I was talking about SGHC, the U value of the walls, the infiltration. Infiltration is, we have the U value of the roof. Yes, the same thing as the wall, the roof. We saw this. We got an improvement, a little improvement of 52.45. Infiltration, we try to close the gaps in our windows in our building. In Germany, this is very important.
Air tightness.
Yeah, that's why they have passive house over there, and lots of places in Europe. When we have lots of difference in temperature, you're going to use this as a very cool strategy. And we used infiltration as GHC of the glass roof, the U value of the floor. We tried this to change U value as the same as the roof and the wall. We changed the U value of the floor. It didn't have a good impact, so we went here. Then we improved the air conditioner performance using better equipment. Then we got to 36 to 34. And when we got 34, we used photovoltaics to make this net zero project.
So you see the whole process, the things that we went through with the help of those tools that we showed you at the beginning, do you understand the importance of the process? So you see what really makes an impact and what we can just skip ahead and invest in something else. And there's many ways that you can change this based on your design and with the input of your client, but at least he will have the information and where would be best for you to change and where things are more importantly bringing results. Energy is something that it's expensive everywhere, I guess. There is not one country where energy is free for all, or we're fighting for that, but we're not getting there anytime soon. So energy costs, no matter how you invest. And even if you invest in solar panels and you are off the grid, still you're investing in the equipment. So if you reduce all that based on this process, then you will have to pay for 34 kilowatts rather than 106 with bad choices. So understand the importance of climate analysis in the beginning of your design process.
Yeah. So we are going to speak a little about lighting because we are going to speak more about this in the third day. So we have this baseline and optimization that we did. So you can see here lots of yellow dots and yellow areas in here as well. And then we did an optimization. What is this? These yellow areas are glare areas. Okay, lots of glare. Then we made some changes so we could reduce these glazing areas, and we reduced a lot. And light distribution, this dark areas here are bad light distribution, so we make it better in this project. So this very dark area, we put a little window here. So this is a way to see things as well and make your building performance better. And we use this data called ASA and SDA. So before we had a very good light distribution in this baseline, 97% and 32%, right? So 97% is very good, but this is very bad. So we removed this glare, keeping the light distribution. And usually it's very hard to do this because you increase your light distribution, you are increasing glare as well, and you are reducing light distribution, you are reducing glare as well. So we did 60% or 6% of glare in our areas and 97% of light distribution. So we improved a lot this, and this is our way to go, guys. You need to do building simulations to find this process. And we are going to see some things in the third day, okay, about this. But just to show the background about sustainable projects. Right, I spoke a lot, I think. And Sammy, you want to speak a little?
I want to talk a little bit. But thing is, so we started with things that are most important and they are more expensive, making the actual shape of the building, how much materials are you going to spend in this, and then the energy analysis with the climate database. And then we have to think about water consumption and all the other things that will compose this design. So we have understood that many places can provide us with a baseline, and we have used LEED certification, the LEED certification, to get this baseline and understand how much a building like this would consume and how much we can reduce using better equipments in our bathrooms, better equipments in our sinks. And nowadays, I believe this is true to most of the places, is that we have bathroom fixtures that are water efficient, and they are basically the same price. At least here in Brazil, they are basically the same price. There's no reason for us to buy something that spends more water or that is not efficient for the building. So we started with that, looking at our sinks, looking at where we could use and harvest rainwater, where we can reduce the consumption of showers. This is a residential project, so of course you have more to deal with when it comes to showers. Or if you are dealing with an industry in a factory, sometimes you have the places where everyone will shower and change, then you have lots of showers. Those are big consumers, and you have to take a look on that. I actually had neighbors the other day. We were talking about water savings. And the thing is, here in Curitiba, even though we have lots of rain, we went to a big drought, a big period of drought. The whole 2020, we had to do alternative uses of water because there was a big drought. Some days we didn't have water coming to our tap. Some days we had it. They had it all on schedule. It was very hard. And this is a place where we cannot expect this to happen, but climate change, it has brought this new scenario to us. And many people start being concerned about it and how we can reduce our water use and where. And many people in my building, as an example, they were talking about, oh, my showers are 15 minutes, my showers are 10 minutes, 5 minutes. But they were not talking about how much this shower had as far as water flow. Nobody talking about water flow. And this is what I'm telling you, how you can educate your clients. Sometimes they're just thinking of water in minutes and not in how much this fixture in your bathroom is consuming. So very important to analyze this. First of all, we made it so our baseline understood how much this building regularly would use. And then we went with the fixtures that were more efficient. And we got to a big percentage here with reducing water. And Felipe has put some places on the roof where you have a rainwater collection. You see, we have a lot of green here, and we don't want to use potable water for that. Think about indoors and also think about outdoors. So we had here savings of 61% compared to the baseline in our indoors, and of course 90% using our drip irrigation and water from the rain. Another thing that we have to present to our client is that sustainability is also the surrounding of your place. Where are you locating your place? Where are the amenities and where your client can reach places by walking or using alternative means of transportation? This is also sustainability in a bigger way. And then sometimes in residential projects, you don't present that at first. You usually present things that are inside the house, but you have to start presenting this as a whole thing. There's more contribution with your project than just what's in there.
Just to take a mention, guys, we are going to have more 30 minutes here. The first day is going to be 2 hours and a half, and the other days we are going to try to keep more like 2 hours, okay?
Yes.
And of course, we are going to see every step of this in detail. We're going to see energy efficiency in more detail. We're going to see natural light and artificial light in detail. So you're going to see lots of great things here, okay? And sustainable materials as well.
Yes, this is a way for us to present how we made this a process.
Yeah.
How we brought sustainability into a process. Like, as you can see, we have steps of what is more important. Of course, energy and water are always at the top. So building orientation and how you can get this savings are always an utmost concern. Then you will talk about these benefits from the community, because you want your client to feel that he's contributing with something bigger and that he has alternatives, that he can save in gas by walking to amenities in the neighborhood, or that he can have a healthier lifestyle by walking or having a park close by or having things that are interconnecting. And with this project, we gather many of these alternatives, bike storage and things that improve their lifestyle, not just the building itself, but then you will start going through this process and merging into the life of the client, the person that it's going to use this and is going to live there. And when you live inside a place, this place is part of you and it's part of your health.
Yeah.
So as you can see here, when we decided to start with this, we made this conscious When you do your site analysis, you need to understand that sometimes you have the potential to build a lot based on legislation, but not always fulfilling the potential of the site is what is going to make it more sustainable. So we made this analysis where we went from what is the use nowadays, what would be the best value for the client, which is that very dense area right there. And then we started to insert and break this element towards decisions with climate, with biophilic design, thinking of how we can reduce energy loads, thinking of how we can get natural light. And then we end up breaking this towards 3 houses. And this, so it's not a decision that happens just based on your imagination or your design feelings. This is something that it's a process. It's based on legislation, and it's based on sustainability in every aspect that you can bring in. Like Felipe says, we're going to go through these steps based on our roadmap tomorrow. We're going to start this roadmap. But this is, you can see us using the roadmap in a real presentation for a client.
Yeah, exactly. Then we have building materials, guys. Very important.
And when we talk about materials, you're going to hear me saying this over and over during this week. Materials are very important. They are the biggest carbon footprint that a building has. It's not in the operations and maintenance, because operation and maintenance, if you do an energy and water efficiency analysis, you can reduce the impact of your building operations. Once you put this carbon footprint in the form of materials, there's no taking away. You already imprinted that. From day one that you have built, you have 50% of your building carbon footprint already set with no going back. So that's the importance of choosing materials, choosing locally, choosing materials that are not a burden to the environment, choosing materials that are efficient for your thermal comfort, choosing materials that are not toxic for the health of your clients. Once you put this in first, you already reducing in 50% or reducing actually the impact on the carbon footprint on that 50% that materials are responsible.
Yeah.
That's and materials, they contribute to many other things.
Yeah, you need to think like Britney Spears, right? Because sometimes we are addicted to do use some building materials, but some of them are toxic. So remember the music.
Did you just mention toxic?
I'm addicted to you, but you know that's toxic. Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry,
Wow.
Sammy. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't let this.
We talk about sustainability and pop culture here.
Yeah. They won't forget anymore.
They won't forget.
I can promise you this. Okay.
Okay, so let's understand here that when you choose materials, and it's best to understand also that not all materials are sustainable to your area. Some people talk about bamboo. Oh my God, bamboo is so sustainable. They are rapid renewable materials, but are they in your region? Do you have it locally planted? Here in Brazil, we don't have many places that have bamboo. And the ones that are local are not abundant. So if many projects here are using bamboo, we're not being sustainable. We're doing greenwash. And this is the choices that you have to make. Sometimes you may have a material that is not the utmost of sustainability on the list, but it's locally harvested and it's not processed a whole lot. And then this is more sustainable than bamboo, perhaps. Here in Brazil, I have this. And if we have certified wood, if we have certified eucalyptus, will be more sustainable than bamboo. So this kind of analysis is what we're going to show you, how to make this a choice. Not everything that makes the top 20 global list of sustainable materials is going to be for you. And having a critical view of your industry. Asking your industry for transparency. Bring me more information about materials toxicity, about materials, all the products that compose this material, how much energy is input in the process. What do we go from when the material it's done with its life cycle, which we talked in the beginning, a lot of waste. Do we want to have a material that does not have a good end? How can we disassemble this material and bring it back into the cycle? All these questions, it's what makes your choice of sustainable materials. When you analyze this, you have your sustainable material for your region that works for your climate, that works for transportation and low carbon footprint as far as transportation, that the process is a good process or at least optimized process. And then you have something that works for as far as contributing to thermal loads and having all this impact. So materials, it's not just aesthetics. They contribute to many things, including your health.
Yeah. I was just thinking here. Usually I do bad jokes, but in the first day I did, I think, the worst joke ever. I don't know how we'll make it worse. Now I have this challenge here. You are going to see me struggling to make some bad jokes, right? Okay.
Oh yes, we do. We do pop culture, we do bad jokes, and we do sustainability. You'll see that our portfolio is increasing as the day goes by.
Yeah.
And many people that didn't believe us on the first day, they probably will live and they will not come back, and they will miss the real bad jokes. Then we put it towards the end because they are the cherry on top of our cake here.
Let's go, guys. We'll want to learn in a fun way. I promise you this. We will make our best to make better jokes. Thank you.
The first day is a little extensive. We have things to present. We have ourselves to present, but then we get into the real things.
Yeah.
And songs. Oh my God. Some people have been here before. They are talking about you singing. They already know you, Felipe. Yeah, there's some people here that are already.
I need to think about a song as well.
Oh yes, we tried Bon Jovi last time, did not work, even though I love Bon Jovi. Anyways, moving on to our presentation here. The next slide, we have just we have this summarized with all the systems we have implemented, all the strategies we have put into this house. So our client has a view of everything that he is gaining. Do you see how transparent we are being with data and their dream coming true? When you have a project, you have to understand you have people that envision this project with you, but they don't have as much knowledge as you have to develop this. So make it clear, make it transparent everywhere he's gaining and why this is important. When we talk about having a roof guarding, why do I want a roof guarding? Maybe you have a vegetable garden, maybe your kids can be playing there. This is life quality that you are bringing and helping with thermal loads. So then you are here moving them with the emotional part, which is providing for your family a quality of life, and also in their pocket talking about reducing thermal loads. When you talking about how they saved with windows, how they save water, all these things are making part of their lifestyle now. You are creating a lifestyle for this family or for this corporation. Many people enjoy where they are working because they have these amenities, they have these things, and they feel part of it. They feel they are contributing to something bigger. Most of it is when you make this transparent. If you have a green building, you will bet that they will have in every wall how much water you're saving, how much energy you're saving. Why do they have this? Because communication is the key for people to collaborate with this environment. There is no sustainable building if you don't have operation and maintenance that is sustainable. And the users need to be involved with this to make your building continue to be. You can design the most sustainable building, but if you don't have them contributing, they will treat this like any other building, and they will not actually make this work and make this continue to evolve throughout time and make a positive impact.
Yeah.
So having them understanding, it's important. Don't underestimate educating your client.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, we have other project here we are not going to show, but the process is the same.
It's the same.
We have a taller building. We don't have the building facade. It's missing one page here, but we have the same strategy. We are using the same process to increase building performance, to increase thermal comfort, and makes people like better. Yeah, we have this baseline here, so you can do this easily in your projects. Hey guys, so this is one project that maybe we can show in other days. Now we need to finish this dealing with this pink elephant. We are going to bring some pink elephants here. Sammy said that pink elephants are things like people who use drugs. They see pink elephants. Actually, I brought a
Disneyland did that. I did it. Disney when when Dumbo is hallucinating because he drank too much, he see flying pink elephants.
No, but this is not what we want here. We want to present here some elephants that are in the living room, and people see this a lot, and we want to take the elephant away from the living room. I don't know how. Maybe we should break the door and the wall to remove them, but you understood this. We will remove the pink elephant. So guys, it is a good time to become an expert in this field. I think there is not a better time than now. Okay, there is not a better time than now, because you saw the pandemic increased awareness about healthy and sustainability. Of course, we have more data here. Sustainability is becoming a buzzword, right? Everywhere people understand more about this. We have this September 2020, right? And we have this data from Gillette, from this company who you shave, right? And they made a huge research, and they saw more than 54% of people, they care more about sustainability nowadays, and they understand this is the future. We think it's the present, but people think it's the future, some people, and it's important for their companies, for these people. So we have more of this data. The second reason is because people accept online meetings. We have projects going on in the whole country, some projects abroad as well being developed. And this is a very cool thing. You can be a consultant and help other buildings, doing a whole job remotely, or maybe doing with a person in the region, and you can do a part of the job remotely. So this is the best era. People understand this, that you are doing your job at home. It's not a problem anymore. You do your live at home. We are at our office, but we do lots of live events in our home. It's not a problem at all. And companies need the support. You understand they need, and usually they don't know where to find this, and you can be this person, right? You can be this person. And most importantly, sustainable projects hide tons of opportunities all over the planet. Tons and tons of opportunities. We are going to show this in the 4th day of this program here. And yes, we have people here that got lots and lots of results. We showed some people. And guys, to end this journey here with you guys, I want to ask you one thing, okay? We are going to send the summary on this website called ugreen.com.br forward slash.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you, Sammy. /recap, and then we are going to put the summary of the whole class, okay? So, but we want to go, and since there are 9,000 people here, 3,000 dropped along the way.
3,000 shares, it's okay.
Yeah. 1,000 shares? I think it should be more.
No. I said 3,000 shares.
3,000, yeah, one third. So we are going to put, I think I've already posted automatically on Instagram. Let's see. if we get this right. Yes, we have this. We have this picture on Instagram, and I want to show your commentary. What did you thought about this class, and what did you most enjoyed? And if we get 3,000 answers here, we are going to give you the summary. Okay, ugreen.com.br/recap. We want to make it a sustainability path for more people. We want to make it possible for more people. So if you comment Instagram, the Instagram algorithm, they are going to help us, I think, and to spread this word for more people.
And understand that sustainability really matters.
Yeah, so you need to find out, oh, sorry, guys, no. There is a mistake. There is a big mistake here.
Oh.
Big mistake. It's our another Instagram. It's not our Brazilian Instagram. It is on this Instagram. I'm sorry, guys. This is the way that you need to go. Ugreen.
I didn't even see that. Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. You won't find this picture on our Brazilian Instagram, okay? So you need to find this. Ugreen. Sorry about this. Ugreen US, okay? So you need to find this Ugreen US. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry for my problem here. So Ugreen US, and this is it. Okay, you are going to have this on recap. I will just put here for some minutes so you guys can see this more time. And Ugreen US, okay, on Instagram. So let's see how the commentaries is going. Let's see.
And for those who arrived here later, we're going to show you next what we're going to see tomorrow and the following day. So stick a little bit further if you were not here at the beginning of the presentation.
Yeah, let's see how the sustainable team goes all together. We have 72 comments. I think Instagram is getting a little. Or some people, they are just watching the class as well. Let's see. So guys, yeah, it's increasing very quickly here.
Cool.
3,000 commentaries about the class. We are going to get this. You're going to get this recap. We're going to put this all together and put in this page, ugreen.com.br/recap. Okay. Let's wait a little so you can do this. And at the next event tomorrow, we are going to show you the complete sustainable project roadmap. We are going to go through a process. And this is the process that we are going to be, okay?
You see the process that we talked in our project just now. We have this in 100 steps.
Yeah, you can leave and comment on Instagram, and then we are going to see this tomorrow. All this, and you are going to get this map. If you join, you are going to get this map for free. You can download this.
This is our YouTuber moment. It's like subscribe, press like, and comment for us because we have to make this happen.
Like our video, comment, and I don't know what you want to do. You can do, I think. Considering online things. And thank you guys very much. So let's see other things. We will have an opportunity that will be announced at live as well. One very important thing that I wanted to mention. We will have some things that will be only on our live presentation. So we are putting here a replay for some hours because we know there are people on New Zealand. They need to start this class at 1 a.m. I don't think it's fair, so we keep these classes for some hours so you can watch it, if you haven't understood something, because sometimes we proceed very, very quickly because we need to
respect our time limitation.
Yeah, our time limitation. So guys, it's important. You can watch the replay a little, and this is it. So there will be an opportunity announced live tomorrow in the end of the class. And on the replay, there will be this opportunity, okay? Guys, also be in our Telegram, okay? Because we are going to send this map on Telegram, and in some other areas as well, because we don't want you guys to enter in our website at the same time, because it can,
you seen it. You crashed websites today. We crashed live. We crashed websites.
It was the idea, but I'm afraid right now. So we are going to put this on Telegram and in our groups. Okay, very important to tell you this. And let's see, one last thing to mention, and I think this is it. This is the Telegram. You can do your commentaries. Let me check once again how it goes. Our commentaries. And just a minute. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's here. It's not refreshing. Yeah, we have 837 comments.
We're getting there.
Yeah, we want 3,000. Okay. And that's it. So we are going to present you the summary, but tomorrow you are going to get the map, because you won't get much.
Yeah, we will be able to go deeper in some of the things that I saw people commenting. Oh, can you explain this? Can you explain that? We're going tomorrow, try to go deeper in each subject and each steps of this map, and making this a clear image for you to everything that you need to be considering to be sustainable.
Yeah, we are going to share this content on Telegram of this map and in our WhatsApp groups. If you are not in one of these two groups, you have a problem, okay? So you need to be on this. And let me show you here the website again, so you can join the event. You can just maybe join the event again, and then you find the link for the groups, okay? This is one way. Let me show you here other way so you can get this. Just 1 minute. I will have this WhatsApp group so you can join as well. Okay. So this is, you can go here on Telegram. Right. I will just keep this. Right. TME in green. You don't need, of course, put Telegram. And then we have our WhatsApp VIP groups. Maybe you are one of these people who wants to be in our VIP group. So I would just put here our WhatsApp groups. Then you can receive the map there as well. So show here, I will show.
And you can download this map, because tomorrow, sometimes when we put this on the screen, sometimes you're watching on your phone, or you're watching in on a TV or on your phone. It makes a whole lot of difference. Then not everybody will see the same. If you download this, then you can look at the steps later on and details, and then you have the resolution that you need. It's difficult for us to accommodate for all the medias. So it is important to share this and to download before you watch the content.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, I'd like to say thank you once again. It's a dream for us to do an event like this. It's great to have you here. We have more 4 days, guys, with lots and lots of content. And you are going to understand tomorrow the roadmap, since the site selection until the building occupancy, right? The
post-occupancy, actually. We're going to talk about up to post-occupancy.
So we are going to speak a lot of things. And our main focus tomorrow is going to be energy efficiency and biophilic design. Maybe we will show a project of a consultancy that we are doing right now. And in the third day, we are going to see more about light and materials. And this is it. Fourth day is going to be sustainable businesses. So lots and lots of good things we're going to cover for you guys. And
yeah, if you are a student, you'll find lots of opportunities, and it actually will open your horizons of where you can be acting with sustainability and all the niches that we have. And if you are already working with architecture, maybe you will find a different service that you can add to your portfolio. And these things are interested, because you can get a life-changing experience. We had actually in our last event, we had people that decided to go on to different things, and they are already reporting to us that it was great to. We did this in August, our last event, And some people were already reporting at the beginning of this year that they already started in a new path. And this is why we
No,
do this event.
The event was in November. The first international event was in November.
In November. Oh my God.
Yeah, it was in November, and people are getting outstanding results. In 2 months.
2 months.
We
Oh,
are
I
we are going to show some people, some of these people tomorrow. We are
Tomorrow.
going to show some real cool results that you can get in this journey. Okay, guys. So this is it. We haven't get yet. I think the goal here for the summary, but I think we are
We'll
going to
wait.
get. Yeah, we are going to wait a little. 3,000 comments. We have 1,000, almost half. I think we are going to get because people
are still here watching. Yes.
Yeah, they're watching. Thank you guys very much for joining. Tomorrow, Tiziana is going to be there. She has a great potential for bad jokes as well. I can see. Right?
Yes.
She's a very good potential. We can fight with this tomorrow.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, she will do her best. So you're going to
and
get
pop culture too.
Yeah,
we're not going to finish tomorrow without talking about Star Wars and talking about Disney. Well, we have tons of pop culture to go with sustainability. So
yeah,
just wait for us.
Thank you, guys. You are most welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining.